Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So my name is Katie and today I'm going to be discussing some graphic novels. So I really love graphic novels. They're kind of the perfect thing to read if you've had like a hard day and you don't really want to kind of use the brain power to actually like read something physically or listen to an audiobook. You just want something that's kind of a bit lighter and really easy to get through, like pictures basically. And yeah, and the art styles are always amazing. I think, yeah, it just adds a lot to the story, having it kind of laid out for you. So I'm going to be sharing 4 of my favourite kind of graphic novel series today. Some of them are quite long, so you have plenty of content to get through. But the first one is actually kind of a standalone, so that is The Prince and the Dressmaker. So this follows the prince who actually likes to kind of dress up in dresses. He hires this dressmaker to make dresses for him, and it just kind of, it shows their friendship and also the prince kind of coming to terms with just who he is as a person, and also his relationship with his family, and also and their relationship together as well. So I really like the art style of this one. It's quite, and it's all in colour as well, which is really awesome, and it's really sweet, and you just kind of get such a sense of like all is right with the world when you read it. But just kind of, it's really sweet, and you just kind of get a sense of like that kind of heartwarming feeling when you read it. It's just, yeah, it's really good. So that is that one. And then also have Heartstopper. So this is a graphic novel series. So there's 3 volumes out at the moment, and also you can read the entire kind of online comic free on Tumblr, so I'll leave that linked in the description. And this follows Nick and Charlie, who are in secondary school, and it's just kind of exploring their friendship and maybe blossoming into a bit more than friendship. And it follows kind of a cast of characters as well. It's just kind of, yeah, exploring kind of the issues you get around when you're a teenager and just different things like that. And also it's very LGBTQ plus positive, which is always awesome to see. So yeah, Charlie is openly gay, and then Nick is kind of exploring his sexuality. So that is a great graphic novel series, and I really love the art style as well of this one. And Alice Oseman is an amazing person. She's really awesome. So yeah, so that is that one. And then next I have Saga. So I have this beast, so like a weapon. Yeah, this is probably the biggest book I own, other than maybe one of my textbooks, which is just huge. But so this is actually the compendium. So this actually has all the volumes which are out already. So I think there's 9 of them. Yeah, I've tabbed. So they're all the chapters. They're the chapters, and then they're the volumes. So there's 9 in here. You can buy them individually, or you can buy, I think, bind-ups of 3. So like 3 volumes per bind-up. But this one, I got this because it was the cheapest, basically. Yeah, it's like £30 for this, which is really good, especially considering like if you buy them all individually, they're like £10 each. So yeah, so the art style for this one is really good. It's kind of a sci-fi, so it's narrated by Hazel, who's the baby of the 2 main characters. So Marco and Alana, I think they're called. And it's just kind of, so they're from 2 opposing sides of this war. It's a bit of a star-crossed lovers story. And yeah, so Hazel is narrating, and she's their child, and she's basically telling their story of how they came together, and they kind of go on the run once they have Hazel. And yeah, it's a huge world. It's sci-fi, I think, and it's just exploring all of that. So yeah, it's really good, and the art style is amazing. It's quite dark in places as well, and can be quite graphic. There's a few sex scenes. I think the opening scene is basically, oh no, the opening scene is her having a baby. So but that is actually a really awesome thing to see in like literature, because you don't really see that much. One of my favorite scenes in, this is a bit of a tangent, but in Dark Age by Pierce Brown, Victra having her baby, oh, that's so motivating. But yeah, so that's this one. So that is really good. I would recommend, if you are in like a bookshop or a library or something, just looking through the first volume if you're unsure if you would like it, and then you can just kind of get a sense for the art style and whether you would like the story, and then you can think about buying it or getting it from the library. So yeah, so that is that one. And then finally, my last recommendation is Monstress. So this is a bind up of the first 3 volumes. as hardback, which is really good. I think I prefer hardbacks. I'm not sure where I stand on that debate, but for graphic novels I think I definitely prefer the hardback. But so this is kind of hard to explain actually. If it follows Maker, who is a half wolf, and she kind of has this monster living inside her, so it just kind of follows her journey, and it follows various other characters as well. And yeah, it's kind of a steampunky fantasy world, but yeah, it's really good. The art style is really good. And also there's this little fox Kipper. I don't know, you can kind of see her there. And she's so cute. And in the later book, she kind of becomes this little mechanic on a ship, and she's so awesome. And she has this really cute little fox's tail. Oh, I just love her. But yeah, it's really good. It's a really kind of expansive world. There's so much going on. And so yeah, it's really good if you want something to kind of sink your teeth into. It did take me a little while to get into it. Like I think the first kind of volume just took a bit of getting used to, kind of orientated in the world. But after that, it's so good, you just like can't put it down. So yeah, so that's that one. So that is everything. I have read more graphic novels, but I think these ones are my favourites. I would love to read more, so if you have any recommendations, be sure to leave them in the comments. And also if you've read any of these, or if you're interested in any of these, let me know and we can discuss. So yeah, so that is it. So thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, so thank you and see you next time.